Sup gamers? Welcome to a very unusual kind of video. This is a game that I wanted to show off of Rainbow Six Siege that I've been playing. Now, for those of you who don't know, Rainbow Six Siege is actually my most played game on Steam, and it was also the first FPS that I ever really played, aside from, I guess I had friends that had Halo and COD that I played on, but I never really paid attention to it or had any interest in it until I started playing Rainbow Six. And the question that I get quite often is that, how can you stand Rainbow Six Siege? How do you still play it even after all these hours and stuff? How are you still so much, like, how do you dedicate so much time to it when the community is just awful? Well, today I want to show you this game that was in, I believe, low gold ranked, where I felt like I did really well. The opening couple of rounds I didn't do too well. I want to, kind of go over them, go over my mistakes, go over the reasons why, this is really cool that Rainbow Six Siege does this. The character I'm playing right now is Aruni. Aruni has these gadgets where I can place them on walls, and, sorry, not on walls, on windows, windows and walls, and they will block a instance of a projectile going through it. It's not a bullet, but it'll block a grenade. You'll see me putting one down here. So put one down there. Putting down some barbed wire on the bottom red hatch. I realized we didn't reinforce. Before we continue, we also didn't reinforce red wall at all, which is really important on this specific site because, if they push here, they have a soft breach that gets them access into here, into piano, and then they can have great access into all of these sides. So, I didn't even know that there were already two people inside here. Actually, I didn't even know that this guy was in bar already. I just knew that there was this guy on here. I'd go for a jump out, and I fucking whiff. Somehow, at that range, my hip fire whiffs. So, not too much more going on there. But I had no idea that this Amaru was already in. I thought that the explosion was, somewhere down below further. They have the hatch open. She's walking up freezer. Lesion's looking at a wall, I guess. And that round is over super duper quickly. So, unlucky result for us. Not really expecting the rush, the Amaru. I missed a hip fire from point blank range somehow. Because DMRs do a lot of damage. Anyway, round number 2. So, you know what? Round number 2, we're kind of expecting it playing Mute this time. Mute places down these signal disruptor jammer things where, oh, and my gun is missing. Awesome. I'm glad that the replay system is working really well. There it is. But anyway, so Mute puts down these signal disruptors. It prevents any sort of electronic from passing through its AoE, more or less. Popping open those rotate holes. The reason why, so let me show you the reason why I do these rotates here specifically, is because when we're jumping into here, we'll have another line of sight here that will look into and directly overlook a lot of pianos, so that when people are trying to contest it, it's not a free entry here. Now, the reason why you open the rotate here and here is because if you open it on this side here, which I can flip around to here, because if you open it on this side specifically, and you have a player trying to rotate out of bathroom, they get that free line of sight for the player rotating out of bathroom. Now you might think okay, well they still have this line of sight to catch this, rotate that you made that goes back into freezer. But the thing is that this only sees to here maybe? From that angle isn't quite as sharp as you think, and also, because it's a vault angle, you can actually try and contend anyone who might be pushing up really close on a cigar from inside a freezer pretty safely. So you have that ability. Another thing, whenever you're making the rotate out of freezer here, whoops, into cocktail and top white here, you want to go for, I don't know how to zoom in any further than this, but you want to go for the rotate on this side specifically, because if you do it on this side, if there's some hoser trying to play, oh, hold on. So, if you have it here and there's somebody on the roof, you're watching the skylight here, they can shoot anybody who's walking through that rotate there. But if you have the rotate up on this side, but this fucking dumbass, this Mira, who does not play very well this game, reinforces that wall that we had the rotate on. So now we don't have a rotate out of freezer. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to call them a dumbass directly, but this is a really terrible play because of that. Anyway, So here I am, wishing that I had a Mira on this wall, because Mira put her walls down, I'm not entirely sure where even. I think she put one... Chaos is happening. I don't do well this round, so there's nothing. She put this on a double reinforced wall, so she has no, like, jiggle peak angle from that side. That really works out well. And then the other Mira, I think, is on Cocktail Bar? I think she died with it in hand. Hold on, let me go back in time a little bit here. This game's still broken as hell. Okay, so we'll see. Look, she's putting up on the double reinforced wall here. Then she dies pretty soon after from a rush. That hits us again, because we actually didn't learn. Reinforces the rotate, which infuriates me. Has the Mira on the double reinforced wall, and then still has the second one in hand and never places it down, because I think she dies to this player here, this Amaru, who just gets into Cocktail again. Just walking up, pulls the thing out. And I can't see the ADS because the system is broken. Yeah. ADS'd on, and dies with it in hand. I also die with 2 signal disruptors in hand because I was trying to set up rotates and reinforcements and get everything done correctly, which is a mistake. You shouldn't be reinforcing with mute. I think this guy's still on Cocktail. He's obviously not. You know, that is just how it is. Yana's down on this bottom floor. This round goes a little bit closer. I think I die to the ace eventually. Sitting on this skylight. Because I'm just like, there's no way that there's somebody going to be holding that. Or I die to this fucker. Yeah. No, I don't. Never mind. There goes a nade. Cripsies gets one. I'm like, wait, how did the ace show up here? I don't know where the last guy is, but we have an idea that he might be downstairs. So here's Yana. Moving around downstairs. We hear the nade. Looking to see if anybody drops out of skylight or look at heaven. You know, crouch walking, as you do in Rainbow Six. Still a minute and 16 left in this round, but that round is obviously not going to last that long. Legion Mine goes off. She's trying to draw it out. Pushes in through the rotate that we made because we, again, did not reinforce red. And Azami's just sprinting through. Cripsies jumps from the stairs to try and kill the Yana. Well, like Eminem at this point. I know that there's the Yana over here because Legion died. So I'm like trying to peek through a hole I made in Cigar Shop there. Put down another jammer because I know it's a Yana. I'm worried about her throwing her clone around me and I want to be muted next to me. That's like the only practical application I thought I had. Know that she's there. No, I hear her sprinting here. Sprinting around through to this location. She takes damage from the Aruni gate. I'm like, okay. I hear her cloning. You know where the clone is. I see the clone briefly. I try to shoot it, miss, because I'm awful. And then I know, like, wait, hold on, there's only 15 seconds left. I should just hold an angle here, because I don't think she has Diffuser. Because where the hell even is Diffuser, actually? I think Diffuser died with Ace on inside of the site here. So I think she picked it back up with Ace here. Anyway, so I realized, okay, 5 seconds left. She's looking for me. 2 seconds. Legion Mine hits her, so she can't plant. And I end the round by just playing patiently, playing time. I don't get a kill. I just make them quiver in fear and rat it out for the round. Also didn't get droned at all. You notice that, so for the end of the round, right, like I didn't have all of my disruptors out, which is really bad, like terrible. Use all your utility before you die because that's what your operator is there for. But I didn't use all of my disruptors and I didn't get droned out. Otherwise, this ace wouldn't have died earlier in the round to me just sitting on Cocktail there. If they had droned it out, they had taken their time, they would have won this round. And I don't think I should have won this round at all. But, you know, that is how it is. So round 3, we win a defense by the hair of our teeth. And we go down to, where do we go on? Did we go on, yeah, we went mining fireplace, which is also the worst sight in the game. Main reason being that if you go upstairs, this is all soft above it, through mining, through train, which is here. Fireplace, a little bit less so, but you have, like, freezer that you can breach into. I make this rotate here, because I know that that's how, if you're playing upstairs or you have the rotate there, you want to go down the stairs and all to try and compensate for that. So that's what I have there. For all of our roaming players. I think we have one guy who goes upstairs. We have the Aruni that's upstairs here. I can't zoom in anymore. I don't know why it's not letting me zoom in. Hold on. I'm gonna adjust one more thing. Okay. And here I go, making rotates like I do. Knowing that if we're playing this and I have laundry control, I can try and hold something over by reading room and all. And then make a rotate out of laundry, which is this room here, into this site. I know that my train of thought isn't like challenger tier. I'm not the smartest player overall. I'm just going off of, you know, this is like my line of thinking, and the reason why I'm doing these things. So anyway, Aruni's getting contended upstairs. There's a nook here. Yep, there's a nook there. Gotchi red, I think, shoots Aruni through the breach somewhere. There's a fuse above. I don't care about that. I'm ratting in laundry. I know that there's potential for people to be pushing their stairs and all, and so I just want to try and play for this. This is really unfortunate timing, though. So I go over, I hear the guy break snow wall. Like, okay, so I want to go see if I can get that guy in snow. I try to throw a C4. I think he's actually inside of reading. Make a lot of noise. Pre-fire that, and there's the nook. So, yeah, that's just my bad. I don't know what happened there to Hazardous, but they were prone on the floor and went through the prone animation to try and get back up. Cripsy's actually, I think, almost clutches this out, so we're going to watch him for the rest of the round. Cripsy currently in a 1 versus 3, knows that the... Oh, no, he doesn't. I forgot. That's how that one ends. There was, like, some round later on that actually goes really well for us. So we're down 2-1. Our defenses on this site have been pretty awful overall. And we're just gonna skip right on over it now. So, match point. Wait, what? Match point? No, it's not match point. I don't know why I said match point. That's strange. Yeah, we're 2-1. I think I switched to... Anyway, they're playing first floor. Not like us. We're not playing first floor on this. Okay, hopefully that fixes the volume. I see that we have an ace. I decided to go Thatcher. Okay, so this is the round. Yeah, this is the round I'm thinking of, where things start to go a little bit marginally better. I have lost my drone. Yeah, I've lost my drone. Unfortunately. Shouldn't be losing my drone, by the way. Really no reason to do so. Really wish that the replay actually worked, though. That'd be sick. Oh, there we are. Okay, cool. So here I am. I'm pushing Christmas Market. I open up Christmas Market door. No big deal. Just typical stuff. Trying to see if there's anybody, like, shitty jiggle peeking. To try and get anybody that might be playing behind the bakery thing, because I have a feeling that they are. I pre-fire that Mira by the way, is behind a Mira window. It looks weird because the reinforcement is glitched out also in the replay system, so it doesn't look like it's reinforced, but it is reinforced. There's a Mira behind that, and I just know that. I pre-fire, I get a little bit of damage in return, and nothing else really happens there. So I decided to go over to Small Bakery, see if I can get like an angle here. I'm like, okay, cool. What we should be doing, Cripsies is now 1-4 as well, died with the MRO. Like what I think I would do here specifically, because I know that they're trying to hold, because this Jaeger is inside of, I believe is inside of Bakery right now. Yeah, he's just sitting in Bakery. He's behind the display shelf right now. If any of us had a nade, or if this ace opened up, excuse me for a second, if this ace opened up Small Bakery wall, we get a nice angle onto this Jaeger here from the Small Bakery window, and we're able to kill him with ease. Then, once we get the guy out of bakery display here, we can then push into the small bakery side and open up this wall specifically. I am bringing Thatcher, so there's nothing that can stop us, because even though Koede here has Bandit, I can Thatcher this wall. Once we open this, we kill the Jaeger, we open this wall, and then have a much better ease of access into sight from there. Hopefully, it'll also open prep. I also said to him, like, hey, Ace, do you want to go open prep? But here's the disappointment. Now, the funny thing about this, right here, the smoke grenade landing means that Jaeger is sitting here without any ADSs. And if we look at Jaeger real quick, we can see around him. We can listen as well. There are no ADSs on this guy. So throwing a nade in here would have been free. But we didn't bring nades for some reason. I decided to bring Thatcher because I'm an altruistic son of a bitch. Also, that second wall is reinforced too. So don't mind it looking like it's soft. It is a reinforced wall. Anyway. Let's go watch Mute for a second for, no particular reason. I just kind of wanted to see what Mute's up to, actually. I'm really just kind of curious about what Mute's up to. So the drone goes in to small bakery, and they don't drone out towards brown bar or bottom red stairs at all. Boom, one down. Gets the ace charge off the wall. Or no, he misses the ace charge. How the hell do you miss that? So terrible droning period. And then Zero peeks in and gets fried. So now we are in. Oh, and there goes Cripsies. I think he was trying to peek the, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was trying to peek the main bakery door here. Well, let's wait for it. Yep. No, you say what you want, Tom Clancy. Alright, so he's trying to peek this here. Totally whiffs his shots on the Jaeger. Jaeger gets in for free. There's still a whole minute left in the round. Ace has not opened up anything aside from one teeny tiny little patch on the small bakery wall here. Right here. Right? Has only opened up this much. Even though I've brought Thatcher, we could have opened prep. We could have had nades and tried to kill this Jaeger. We could have even tried to disrupt the Mira by throwing in a smoke after we kill the Jaeger. Like, this is primary target number one for us. And open up the wall this way. But instead, they drone poorly into small bake and up through bakery display. Completely neglect going over towards red stairs to catch the Mute. Or even trying to go for red wall, like any of these, this wall here, white wall here. Like, one of the things that infuriates me the most about playing with solo queue is that the players will not try to have alternate angles of attack. So Cripsies died because he was trying to rush upstairs and there was a roamer upstairs. I think it was the Mute. I got him. Hazardous and BB died trying to jump into small bakery because they're so focused on getting this one wall. Cripsies died from being hung upside down on this rappel the whole time while there's still this setup going on in the front here. There is so much more of the map for us to explore. We have Zero. We even have Ace to some extent that can play vertical. If I bring breach charges on Thatcher, we can open up these rotate holes and try to get this Mira off the wall that way. But instead, we all die in like this tiny little radius of bakery and small bake. Use more of the map. Like, seriously, this is what has done so much better for me. Anyway, my rant's over. I'm like, well, it's screwed up all ways to Sunday. Let's go upstairs. Let's just push into mining. I know that there's one playing on red stairs, so I melee open the window. I vault in. I get a ping somewhere. And I hear the Mute. Headshot. There we go. One down. I hear the other guy. I see his head there. I'm a little bit slow to react, but I still get the kill anyway, because I think he had taken a bit of damage. Get the shot through. Get the default cam. I decide to go and try and see if I can push, like, bakery main. Because, fuck it, we ball. So I'm in brown bar. I throw out an EMP grenade to try and disable any, like, lesion mines, which I do hit a ton here. You can see them on the floor. Zed ping goes out to small bake. I flick onto the Jaeger there, and I'm getting shot through the wall. I panic and die to the Mira, just very narrowly. I hit him once, but I hit him in the shoulder there. So, unlucky round for me, but I got 3 impactless frags there. And how did I get those frags? Oh, I don't know. Maybe by pushing something else that wasn't Bakery Main. Next round. We are down 3-1. It is match point. If the defending team on, actually funny enough, Kafe, statistics-wise, was not a defender-sided map in the North American League this past stage. It was an attacker-sided map, of all things. So, yeah, there's that going for us. So anyway, they go upstairs all the way to 3rd floor. You know, probably the best site to defend because your points of entry, the reason why this is such a good site to defend is because your points of entry are these hatches here. This wooden hatch, this wooden hatch. This is new hatch, this is red hatch. To red stairs to new balk. And you can go through the windows, I guess, but then you have to go upstairs, which, you know, a vertical angle of anyone holding this location here is pretty bad. You can try push these. You can try to go up red stairs as well. But usually through some very narrow doorways and everything. So, not a great site to defend. It's actually pretty darn rough overall. Or a pretty rough site to attack overall. And we'll just show how it goes here. I had a little bit of trouble picking up my drone, I remember that earlier. I just was not having it that day. Anyway, Quizno dies to the Amaru rush. I said, good luck, Amaru. I do remember that specifically. Shoot them, I shoot the alibi. I don't re-peek the angle. Cripsies gets 2 off the Amaru. The Amaru rush finally paying off, and then dies to Soapy Orange, so... You know, I'm like, okay, he's like, where's the team? I'm like, I'm a fucking 3 armor. I can't peek you fast enough. This is really funny what happens here. I throw my thing down. I see his foot, and I panic, not fully realizing that I have the shotgun out. Get a free kill on red stairs, because I don't know what Bandit's doing there at all. Might have been playing downstairs, and I caught him on the rotate. Cripsies gets 1, and gets the last one. So we somehow win the rush there. Just... real strange stuff. Kind of showing potential of the Rainbow Six. They're still... So, our opponents decide, you know what? We did so poorly on that 3rd floor defense that we're going to go mining in Fireplace again. Funny enough, the same site that we defended unsuccessfully when we were on defense. But this time, a little bit of a change of strategy here. This Legion reinforcing the double mining wall. Meaning that if they have a player playing upstairs, they will have to rotate through the 90 hallway here. And that's, you know, that's not going to go so great, right? It's not going to go so well for them. Kaid, I think Kaid gets a spawn peek, or sorry, Rook gets a spawn peek. I saw the revolver and just thought Kaid immediately. Anyway, off to a poor start for the opponent team. Cripsies gets the alibi, traded back immediately by the Frost. Now, something else I want to point out here that I've just noticed. Frost here, I think gets down by a nade from Cripsies on the window. Or Silent Cripsies. So Cripsies and Silent Cripsies. I think they're duoed. I'm not sure. So Frost gets down, Rook's here, and the last player, Soapy Orange, is here. Or wait, no, Soapy Orange is... Where are you, actually? Yeah, you're there. Koede's there. Quizno is prone inside of laundry. Don't know why. But, let's see what I do. Like, okay, well, even though they're playing 2nd floor, I want to play vertical. So I pop open the hatches, as I do. Gotcha Red gets picked back up from the nade. I don't think Silent Cripsies knew that they downed them. I go for a drone. I know that there might be someone playing upstairs, because I don't know where this Legion is. I think someone gets killed here pretty soon by the Legion, too, over on the other side. Like, as soon as I finish droning. I hear a Legion mine go out as well. The sound for this is, like, terrible. It's not going anywhere I want it to. So we trade Gotchi Red off, who was on basically 0 HP anyway. And I'm trying to get this rotate down, just trying to make sure that... I think I break our own drone, I'm not sure. My own drone. Koede evens it out. So it's now me and Hazardous, who's now 1 and 5. And now I'm in a 1v2 situation. I know that I'm in a Lesion Mine, so I go downstairs to mitigate the effect there, throw a drone over. Like, okay, I have a minute and a half. A minute and a half! Now, why is that a problem, Sojourner Kai? Well, the reason why that's a problem is because in Rainbow Six Siege, every round consists of 3-minute rounds. Half of the round is gone. Only half of the round is gone! And my entire team is dead. Slow down, for God's sake. Anyway. So I know that I want to push mining side. And I hear Lesion here inside a train. I don't know where he is exactly. I look out in the angle. I know that there's possibly someone playing over by Fireplace just by matter of intuition. I know this angle. I look over into train. I shoot out the alibi. Give away my position. Take a Lesion Mine to the foot. Pull it out. And I hear Rook walking here in the hallway. ADS. Little quick peek. And dead. Boom. Beautiful. I really wish I could see my gun right now. That would be awesome. I think I might have seen Lesion's toes there for a second, but I think he's... I presume he's upstairs for whatever reason. But no, he's inside of mining. We play this funny little game of cat and mouse. He shoots at me there. I'm actually oblivious to this man. So I throw out my track stingers here to cover Fireplace. I have this covering the rotate into Zed Hall. I hear him throw his impacts there, so I know that that's not open. The one thing that my team did do right is that they opened up this rotate for me. Funny enough. I'm like, okay, well, I gotta smoke this here. And I gotta smoke, basically, like, shot from 90 Hall. I plant behind the bomb because I know it's the safest spot because this is unreinforced. Then Lesion tries to throw a mine at me, and I drop below to go for the hatch play. Break open the floor beneath the diffuser. I hear the guy drop hatch. Bada bing, bada boom. So, what I did that round, I went upstairs, I roam cleared, I droned everybody out. I bagged the Rook because he was rotating through 90 Hole, and he's a very loud character, being a 3 armor. I heard the Lesion inside a train, so I knew that because I didn't know where he was, I would have to go and grab diffuser. I grabbed the diffuser, I jumped through the rotate that we had made, planted behind the bomb because it was the safest location, and then won out the 1v1 in a post-plant situation. I'm 7 and 3. The rest of my team, aside from Cripsies, who's been getting some rush kills at the beginning of the round, is negative. Next round. Round number 7. It's overtime, baby. We're on defense. We didn't do well on defenses. In fact, we went 2 for 1 in terms of losses. Or wait, no, we're attacking. Why did it flip over? That's funny. Anyway, we're attacking. Enemy team goes to the first floor because that was the site that they defended really well last round. Because we just all pushed bakery and then died in this specific square footage here. And that did not go well for us. But we can see their rotate. They're getting the right reinforcements more or less. Personally, what I like to do is I like to reinforce one of these prep walls and then have footholes open here. Because that gives you an angle from a prep window to fire into anybody who's pushing bakery main. But that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter all too much. Alright, what am I doing? What did I do this round? Did I go upstairs again? Or did I play this a little more close to the heart? I'm deciding that, yeah, because I'm headed well with Gridlock last round, I'll just do Gridlock again. Anyway, Cripsies is rushing. Not at all surprising. Sneaking down the red stairs. Doesn't know where any of the roamers are, but there is one up behind him inside of Cigar Shop, and he has 0 idea. Be a problem pretty soon. Koeda gets Hazardous, who is now 1 and 6. Mute is caught totally unaware. Rest in peace, Quizno. Totally unaware of caught totally unaware of the Amaru. He'll continue his advances. Alright, what am I doing? I was expecting this guy to die sooner, but I kind of forgot he didn't. I know that there's a guy on white stairs. I hear him there. I think I heard him throw an impact, or I hear him throw an impact here in a second. Yep, there he goes. He's trying to push white, trying to see if there's any sort of other angle, nasty angle we can get from there. I wonder if we can open up that top freezer wall to get an angle there. Anyway, I tell Cripsies that, hey, there might be some, yeah, I tell Cripsies that there might be someone on white stairs. He's like, okay, cool. White stairs it is. I throw these out. One for gold stairs, kind of haphazardly. One for red stairs over there. And now I'm just trying to open up angles with breach charges to play the vertical. This round is going so much better because... Oh, what's that? We're actually playing to a strategy. We're trying to, like, clear from above and everything. Kind of crazy. Oh, what's this weird hole? Oh, I see the Mira. I tag her for a little bit. Don't quite get it. I'm a little bit slow. You know, that's just like one thing, is my reaction time is just not all that great right now. Trying to get an angle, trying to get an angle. I hear a guy like ADS here or something, so that's why I'm super paranoid. I'm like trying to fire through the floor to find him, but I'm out of breach charges. The hatch is open. I decide to go ahead and try and drone it. And there's the Jaeger inside of a back freezer, whatever you want to call it. Freezer prep, maybe. Fuse pushes him out, and so I figure, okay, cool. It's safe for me to push. I didn't drone that Maestro, and I'm dead. So, totally my mistake for playing as tilted as I was there. To not go for the drone to look for that Maestro. Leaving Cripsies and Silent Cripsies in a 1v1, or 2v2 situation. Jaeger gets killed, gets the kill as he jumps through the hatch. Cripsies gets one. I tell him he's on the left behind the kitchen counter. And the biggest whiff of Maestro's career comes in. Cripsies gets 4 in the round because of intel. So basically what I'm trying to iron down here is that this match is, I feel like I enjoy this match specifically because of how the way that the results have come together is through, you know, it's through intel and through using gadgetry and stuff and just kind of having some general game sense. That's how I feel like I've been playing. That's why I feel like I've been playing this particularly well overall. Now this round, I grabbed the Mira. Hazardous is not taking it whatsoever because we're on the 3rd floor again. What on earth is happening to Legion? Hello? I think it's just like his gun model's acting up. Anyway. So we go for the rotates and everything. Here's the Mira setup, I guess, that I'm doing, but it could very well be wrong. Still doing the same rotates as I was before. Boom, boom. Big open. And then we put this down here. And we put the Mira window. Just trying to find the exact edge of it there. Boom, boom. And Mira window is up. Now we have a wonderful, wonderful little line of sight up through that corner there specifically. So, that'd be pretty nice. I don't think we reinforced cigar side? Not entirely sure. It's very strange. Anyway, I put my last one on the wrong side of cocktail, by the way. I ideally should do it on this one so that I can watch bar a little bit closer. And be less exposed to someone shooting me from the skylight if I try to rotate back over. But that is a mistake I'm making. Yeah, and I'm like, oh shit, we didn't reinforce piano side at all. So I get that reinforcement down. Hazardous dies on a spawn peak somewhere immediately, and I say, hey Legion, don't be peeking that. Come back to bathroom. I have a Mira here. It's a lot safer. So I'm like, alright, I'll leave that to him. I go rotate back around. I pull this stupid-ass barricade down. I don't know why that's barricaded. I understand why Heaven Balk is barricaded, because we're not playing anything there. If someone jumps into the window, we want to be able to know ahead of time. That's fine. But this round is kind of interesting. don't know. I don't know, what does Capcan even do here? He's on cams. He's on cams when they've broken open his window there. Gotchi Red gets silent. Cripsies. So we're already down to 3 people remaining. I think that someone's on the hatch. No such luck yet. I hear somebody shooting my, my barricade by Heaven window. And one over by Cocktail window. Like, well, that's an awkward one. And I think I see IQ there. Like, I see your gun peek out. And totally whiff my shots because I have suppressor on by mistake instead of, oh, and I get knocked back by the... I'm super lucky that that guy wasn't on the Heaven balcony window. So C4, get the IQ. Pretty sweet. Cripsies knocks him down. I'm in a 1v2 situation once again. So I have to get 3 kills to try and win this round. I hear the guy sprinting at me because I heard him drop from the skylight. I see him there briefly, but doesn't register in my slow brain. So I decide to make the rotate. I melee the mirror windows so that they don't have the angle on me rotating through Christmas and everything. And I happen to catch the Maverick as he drops out of the skylight. I didn't exactly know the positioning of this all. Get pre-fired by the Nomad there. Hit another air jab, second one in a round. She's sprinting at me. She's trying to find me. She's inside a freezer. Not entirely aware of her position yet. But 15 seconds left in the round.
15 seconds left.
Mira catching the rotate, trying to see the door, and she runs into Capcan traps because when you're Russian and you're not paying any attention, you get smacked by the Capcan. And I end the game 9-4-2. Cripsies, of course, did have a better KD than me, but I feel like a lot of our rounds were kind of lost because of how in the early rounds they just didn't exist. It didn't need to go to a 5-3 overtime, but this is me running things out on time, playing intel, playing my utility and everything. And this is why I love Rainbow Six Siege, but one of the myriad of frustrations that I have is that nobody else knows how to play Rainbow Six Siege. You have things like these rush strategies that we have all the time, and it's just not the way to play it because you'll get punished by players like me who know how this game works a little bit better. And it feels really rewarding to be able to get a kill like that. And you might also notice, like, towards the end of the round there, if we go back a few seconds, I hear her sprinting, and I look over to the left because I think that she's going to go around the sign that doesn't have a door, just because of the audio side of things. And I hear her there, and she is dead. So yeah, that's it. That was a very stressful game. Had to pull off multiple clutches and was left in multiple 1vx situations, but when I am able to pull these things off, it feels damn good, and I just had to share. So yeah, that's all I got. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you whenever. Bye.